Okay, I want to give you guys an example of this inner panel rust proofer today. I think you guys can get this stuff at your favorite auto parts store. If not, it might be a special order item or something, but it's worth looking into and tracking down. I think it works really well. You get a can of the rust proofer, and then I think the wand is separate, what you're gonna need. It's like a straw looking type of thing. Has a little sprayer on the end of it. I'll show you that later in the video. But here's a couple part numbers, and I think it's a really good product. And watch the video. I'll give you a couple examples of spraying it in a hood and spraying it in a fender. And you can watch how it works and really seeps into the metal, and where metal is seamed together. Works really well for that. So let me go to the next shot and let's check it out. So I wanted to give you an example of what this stuff is actually doing when you stick this end into your door panel, your hood, your fender, anywhere access that you can fit it, and you're squirting this undercoating or this inner panel rust proofer. You're squirting it in there and show you how good this little spray end works and that it's getting everywhere. Okay, here we go. See that spray pattern it gives out? It absolutely shoots the stuff everywhere in the panel. And why it works so good is, I think, because when it sprays out of here, when it's coming out of the can, the stuff is actually like a penetrating oil with its consistency. I mean, look at, you can pretty much wipe it away. It's very oily and very liquidy, very runny, so it's able to get in between metal and just work its way around any obstacle. And then the nice part is when it dries up, when it sets up, it doesn't take too long, it sets up, it gets to like a waxy paste consistency, so you won't be able to do this wiping it off. You can get it off with acetone, mineral spirits, brake clean, something like that. But it won't just wash away with water or anything like that. So it really sticks. Any of your panels, they'll have access holes, something like this, rubber grommets like this, stuff like that you could take out. I mean, this hole doesn't have to be very, very big to fit this end in there. So you're gonna fish that in there. And then you got probably a good 2.5 feet of this hose. You're gonna just run it in until it stops, or wherever you want. I can tell that it's about halfway on this hood because I can hear it scratching around somewhere around there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna squirt it through. You'll watch it in here, and we're gonna give it a good amount in there. We're just gonna hold it and just keep spraying and slowly pull your wand out till it gets to the end right here. And then you know that you're good. Fish it out of there. Or we can even go up this way now. Get a nice steady stream. Okay, so we showed you how to spray this, showed you how to spray the inner panel rust proofer in your hood, and I had mentioned that you could do it in anything that you have access to be able to fit this straw wand thing in. So anything like door jambs, doors, door skins, rocker panels, wheel wells, fenders, anything like that. And so we did a hood already, so I want to just give you an example of a fender. This is a rear fender. And there's a little access hole right here. There's a couple of them here, here. I'm just gonna push that in there, kind of push it towards the body of the car this way, you know, so I know that it gets on the body. And then watch the straw as it fills up with the chemical. And then I'm just gonna slowly pull it out. And you see how it starts running out? And that's kind of what you want. It makes a mess, but you want it to come out everywhere, because then you know that you actually got a good job. And it's gonna run down, and it's gonna soak into, hopefully get into the seams of the metal, and hopefully put a nice layer of protection on there. Okay, so when you're all done spraying this stuff and you got everything nice and sealed, whatever you're doing with it, this wand that you got, the straw and the end and everything, make sure you clean this all out, because when you go to use it again, the end of this nozzle will get all plugged up with that rust proofer. When it dries and stuff, like I said, it gets really thick and wax paste type of consistency. I'll plug that up. So what I do is I just stick the end on a can of brake clean, and then we're just gonna shoot it back into our bucket until nice and clean comes out. Then you know that whole straw's cleaned out, tip's cleaned out, and that's good.